and welcome to an Everyday Canines video. In this series we're looking at the Kennel Club Good Citizen Dog Scheme and we're on the puppy level. We're up to exercise 11, which is being able to take something from your puppy. So what we want this exercise is demonstrating is that, say your puppy picks up something they shouldn't have, you can get it off them, or if they're a toy they're playing with, they're not going to leg it and get away. And this is an exercise that actually a lot of people struggle with. So for the purposes of this exercise, we're choosing an item that suits our puppy, so it's small enough for them to get in their mouths and it's reasonable, and it's something that they have an interest in. It can't be food, however, so you can't try and get a biscuit out of their mouth. That's a different ballgame. This is all about non-edible items that they might have got, so a toy, a shoe, anything like that. One thing to bear in mind is that not all dogs have things in their mouth. Not all dogs are interested in picking things up. If a dog doesn't want to interact with the item, doesn't want to pick an item up, it won't be classified as a not ready. It will still pass. It's just one of those things, you know, it might be the case that your dog never really picks up anything in its mouth, so it's not an exercise you can demonstrate. But that's not an issue. But most puppies, you can get them to do something of a middle level, so even if they don't hold the toy properly, you might be able to get them to interact a little bit and then ask them to remove it. So we're going to get Magpie playing with her toy. Yeah, good girl, nice. And now I'm going to ask her to give it up to me. Oh, well that was really simple. I thought I was going to take, I didn't even have a chance. I've got a reward so I can reward her. Right, let's do that again. Didn't even get a chance to ask you. She obviously would be on the end, I'd be holding that, but just because you're here. Now normally I would take the collar and she's being so good. Try and be a little bit naughtier. Right, okay. It's a mine. Good, thank you. So it's a mine is my cue to give it up. But it could be drop, it could be give. What you got, you silly old dog, yeah. Okay. It's a mine. Good girl, you're being so good. Helps when there's sausage. But if the sausage wasn't there, you wouldn't be so good. But she actually is good. Okay, get it. Now I've demonstrated this a dozen times over that my dog, when asked to, will give me something and give it up. So there's absolutely no issue there. Now, if you've got a dog that doesn't give up a toy readily, the best thing to do is to play swapsies. So what's worst thing that people do, and what tends to be the problem when people are doing things, is they try and take something out of the dog's mouth, and the dog's found something that's high value, that's why it wants it, and they take it out and maybe they yell at the dog or they get really cross about it and they don't do anything, they don't reward the dog. So the dog goes, they stole my thing from me. And I'm not terribly impressed because the dog doesn't understand it's being naughty, it just thinks, oh, this is a cool toy. They're babies. So, ready, go. So, what we do instead is we play swapsies. So you might be a food swapsies. So you say, oh, you've got that, but I've got a biscuit. Don't you rather have this biscuit? Swapsies. Or it could be swapsies for another toy. Good girl. And then you build up on that. And the important thing is the dog is rewarded for giving it up. So in this instance, I've run out of sausage. I was giving her sausage for giving it up. But in this instance, I'm going to reward her by another game of tug. Okay, it's a mine. Get it. And that's what we're going to do, you see. We're rewarding the game. So the game doesn't necessarily stop just because the toy goes away. So that's what we're doing, how we're building up to get a good, it's a mine. And then eventually we do take it away completely. And I do generally reward her for that. But just so she understands that just by giving me something doesn't mean she's going to lose out. Good girlie. So that's what you need to do for this particular section of the exercise. And you don't, as I say, you don't have to worry if your dog doesn't play with toys or anything like that. The instructor will move around that and won't worry about that. It is not a fail if the dog won't play with a toy. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, you might subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And I hope to see you all again very, very soon.